Good morning, everyone. It's Nigel Giam here, Lead Training Program Director for the St Mary's GP Training Scheme and AKT and RCA Trainer for HEE London. I'm really happy to have Chuma on this morning to share his experience with regards to the challenges and how he overcame those challenges very successfully in the recent RCA sittings. Chuma, congratulations. Very nice to see you this morning. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Excellent. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Now, I know, like a lot of STs out there, you found the RCA quite challenging. You definitely overcame it and you did it very well. What do you think were the game changers for you, with regards to your previous sittings and the most recent sitting?
Well, I'll start with my previous sitting. Sorry. So, like you might know, I came really close with the first attempt. I think
Yes.
I missed. I just 1 mark.
Yeah.
In retrospect, while I was doing a lot of things right, the things I was doing wrong or not doing at all were the things that did me in. One of the things there was case selection.
Okay.
My line of questioning with regards to data gathering.
Yeah.
General exam anxiety, things that you virtually
Yeah.
but you sort of miss them when you're in that space.
Yeah.
These were the things I had to work on with the second sitting, and I was successful. I was able to sort of get all of this under control.
Okay.
The changing. One of the most important changes undertaken was case selection.
Okay.
I found out in the first attempt, I was going, most of the cases I picked, while I tried to manage them as best as I could, there were cases that you would never get a diagnosis just from talking to the person, do a lot of tests before. So they were very difficult and quite in cases.
Yes.
And for RCA. It's a very important thing to pick cases you can see up to the end and probably get a diagnosis, data gathering, and maybe you could also chip in that when you come in, we examine you, but have at least a very strong differential.
Yeah, that's right. And we've talked about this actually certainly on the course, and certainly when I saw you on the course, around making sure that actually if your case is too nebulous, if you are reliant on examinations and investigations before you commit to anything, it's going to be very difficult to pass. I want to talk a little bit, I suppose, about the other aspects and the other domains, so the interpersonal domain. Obviously, we've had you on the course. You're a very nice guy, but I mean, what do you think were game changers for you to kind of increase that domain in terms of marks?
So after the course, I realized it was imperative. I used the second golden minute, and that was one of the biggest things that changed my consultation.
Yeah.
Besides opening up the eyes, following the story, the symptom, and the system, it sort of streamlined my consultation in a way that I knew where it would head.
Yeah.
I was able to direct that way.
Yeah.
But it also helped me pick up on a lot of cues from the patient. So it was a big game changer for me.
Yeah. And can I ask, obviously in your previous sitting and now this sitting, you've kind of moved more to, I believe, remote video, face-to-face. Yeah. What were the advantages you found of consulting in that way as opposed to just doing audios?
So in my first attempt, I submitted all 13 audios. But with the second attempt, I did put a few videos, remote consultations. And I realized examiners were able to put, so I'm a very, I express it how I...
Yeah, exactly. It's on your face. We can see it right now. Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
It helped me a lot because now it helped the examiner follow through with what I was thinking. Put room with me, like their patient. And it showcased a lot of skills I had that were not visible or
That's it.
From audio consultations.
Absolutely. And then even just the way in which you're kind of smiling today with your eyes and that energy, it's lovely, isn't it? Because once you've engaged the patient, ultimately you're going to engage the examiner. And I think it is about energy, because unfortunately, you know, in the March and April RCA sittings, there's been a huge fallout. I mean, we're looking close to almost 600 poor ST3s who will have to extend now and are faced obviously with the challenge of doing the autumn RCA. Yes. I suppose just finally, any words of encouragement for these guys?
Well, do not despair. It can only be delayed. It will not be denied. You find out where you're going wrong, try and make it right. It is not a difficult exam, but it's a very mentally tasking exam. You just need to know where you're going wrong and try and sort it out.
Yeah.
Keep it simple is the biggest advice I have. Keep it simple. Don't try and complicate.
Excellent. Thank you, Chuma. And so good to have you on this morning. What are the plans now? CCT looming. What's on the horizon for you?
CCT, I'm doing a lot of interviews.
Good. Good. Okay, well, look, we're wishing you the very best of luck with it, and do keep in touch with us. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. A huge thank you there to Chuma, and loved really what he said about, you know, the RCA, it's challenging, it may be delayed, but it won't be denied as long as you've got the right energy, and just so important to have the right strategy to know where you've gone wrong before. So he talked a lot about case selection. And again, we have talked about this with previous ST3s, but as we close with this particular interview, just again to start thinking about how you look at your case selection and making sure that you aren't so heavily reliant on just an examination or investigations, especially if it's a remote examination, remote consultation, to commit. You need to have a differential that you are committing to in order to propose a reactive management plan around that. So don't give up. You know, there's always hope around this, and feel free to keep in touch with us. If you've been stung by this, do not be scared to reach out to me. You can reach out to me through the website, mentoredmeducation.com, or through the Facebook support group. I'm always here to help. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and do take care. Thank you.